So you can never ask for
Alright,
just a little bit.
welcome back to
AC Too High!
Hey, one day
go.
I'll say it.
Hey.
One day I'll say it.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe one day.
Once you're feeling it, you can't see.
Exactly.
Maybe if you're lucky.
You feeling lucky, punk? You feeling lucky?
Welcome back to AC2 High, just like you said, to our podcast listeners. Welcome back to another episode. Last episode was pretty random, so
It
we
was.
got another extra episode that we have recorded this week. So we're back on our normal schedule, and yeah, a lot of crazy shit's been happening this week. So
Definitely more story driven on the last one.
Oh, yeah.
absolutely. So without further ado, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it over to our DM over here, and he'll explain it.
Alrighty. So, guys, last time we left off, our adventurers found themselves collecting themselves after a vicious battle. After necks were sliced and woman was saved, they decided to head off, trekking back to Beowulf. And there, they met the most interesting of foes they have ever met before. Themselves.
Sure.
They were arguing amongst themselves on what to do with the book in question. Some wanted to bring the book back to the council. Some wanted to keep it for themselves.
Selfish.
And then there was always the other option that no one really considered, which was giving it back to Dax, who technically kind of asked for it. But in the end, they decided turning it back to Tal'Dorei Council is the best thing they can do. But along that way, they met a very interesting, curious fella by the name of Giat Ferru. And Max Dinings and Driving and Burgers. Where he introduced them to a whole new melody, a world full of flavor.
Well, nope. He hasn't introduced me to shit.
And he couldn't handle what he was eating. And he excreted it all over the table.
He sure did.
He did. Shortly afterwards, our adventurers left the town, heading back to their home of Amon, back to their homestead.
That's called
I
buffering.
wanted to listen to you.
It's called buffering.
They settled down, they collected their thoughts. And honestly, there wasn't a lot in the last session.
It was more of us picking up the pieces.
Yes, indeed. Our adventurers.
That's me.
I'm assuming you guys take a short rest, long rest.
Yes.
Where we ended off, are we starting there?
Yeah, you were heading into the door and you found a note. And what did the note read exactly?
He said, Maxie, stop fucking around and actually play along with the team. Literally says that.
Alrighty, that's what you see upon the door. Do you crumble it and throw it away?
Yeah.
Alright. You walk inside.
Oh, okay.
And your friends are already in the middle of catching Z's.
Okay, so since they're sleep-ins, I'm gonna check on the egg. Walk over to the egg.
Alright, the egg is chilling. Like a villain. It actually has a small little evil mustache. No, it doesn't.
Drawn
But
onto
it's,
people like you're feeding on it.
It's just chilling like a villain. No movement seems to be seen emitting from it.
It's still in its warm thing. Okay, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
just put my hand on the egg. Is it? It's not enshrouded, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's
Okay.
full encompassed.
Okay, so I
So
put my
it's
hand on
basically
the
boxed off.
put my hand on the wall that it's boxed off in.
That's in a glass.
Glass.
Yeah, it's a glass chamber.
All right, so I just put my hand on the wall, glass chamber, and I just say, "Hopefully, you can come out in a world where you know it's your own." And then I guess walk over to where the party is, and then I also rest since I'm
Alright.
still.
Yep. Alright. You guys come to an evening's respite. Taking your Z's, catching your P's, Q's, and I's. As you guys awaken in the morning, you find the city seems very peaceful, very tranquil. You hear the sounds of people getting ready to start their businesses, taking their kids off to school, wizards practicing their spells.
Oh, my leg!
My leg! My leg!
My leg! That guy died. Continue.
And so, our adventurers find themselves in their homestead. Stacy seems to have arrived, along with more of the...
Stacy?
Yes. Stacy
Is that our
Beatrix.
official name now?
Stacy Beatrix.
Okay.
Stacy's nickname,
Yeah.
Beatrix Real.
Nice.
Okay.
Alrighty. And so, you find more of the faculty actually making their way in as well. They come what seems to be better news.
Great.
Stacy, with her high volatile energy, comes in. Guys! So, I know you guys just woke up. Catch it.
Yes.
Wait to sleep out your eyes now. Currently,
What the
we got big things going on.
Okay, what's going on?
We've expanded in Craghammer, so we have 2 bases of operation.
So we can now go to Craghammer if we wanted to, is basically what she's saying. So do you feel like you have fucked up too much in this town? And you would like to go to
You'll fuck
Craghammer?
up some other town. Yes, you can fuck up Craghammer too.
Because I did see a poster while I was fucking around yesterday that had your face specifically on it.
Oh yeah, I saw those. They're really good. They're really well designed. I like the bear too. They did it so artistically.
What poster is this?
The wanted poster.
Your nose is fine, by the way.
What did you say it was a constant drip?
It's gone by now, right?
Not
Yeah, he
yet.
didn't tell me.
Oh, it's
Not
not.
yet.
Oh, okay, it's not done. Okay, well,
Yeah,
that's
this
me.
is a
Deep.
quite a while.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah, that book is.
Never
I'm
mind.
gonna read that book next time.
I stab it. I stab all books now.
Snapping all books.
Okay.
Does anyone have one?
No, why would I grab a picture of
I
you?
want to see what they think I'm worth. How much?
10 gold.
And for
Not a lot. For arson. Or what was it again?
Robbery.
Robbery, yeah, that shit. I just wanted to add more.
what? For who?
You!
Oh, from who?
I don't know!
What did I try to
Probably
set on
Victor.
fire?
Probably Victor.
I mean,
They placed the blame.
they placed the blame. Okay, sure.
Set nothing on fire.
No, it was robbery.
It was
Robbery
robbery.
is not arson.
I was adding shit to it.
Oh, so I just wanted to tell you guys that, and also, we started like a little banner march and everything. We have signs. We have gnomes as well.
You guys have a sign? Yeah. Oh, we have a sign now. Oh, so awesome. What does it look like?
It looks like a dark circle that dwells into itself and almost seems infinite, like a mesmerizing circle.
Oh, like a hypno.
Yeah, Hypnotoad. Yep. That's awesome. Sweet. Now the foundation can grow stronger.
Exactly.
That's the big thing. That's awesome. Was that mostly your doing then?
Mm-hmm. That's why I've been gone for a couple days, weeks, something like that. I lost track. But anyways.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Incredible work. That's all I have to say to that. That's incredible work.
It's fucking beautiful.
Anything that is positive, I will take.
So what have you guys been doing?
You can see what Max has been up to. You don't need anything else besides that fun
Yeah, I
stuff.
heard a lot of rumors going around.
Oh, what
You
kind of
guys.
rumors?
Nothing good.
God damn it, Maxie.
Oh, it's just me. The rumors of us, it's me.
Oh, yeah, probably. They're interesting though.
What about us?
A group of assholes killed 5 people, but were acquitted.
That's different.
Yeah, something about lots and lots of disruptions at the arena. Yeah, it was like a whole big thing where the Thief King was squaring off against the, what do you guys call yourself? The Glorious Gilmore Agents?
I
or
have
something
my
like
shirt
that?
on.
Yeah, that thing. And that afterwards you guys left and set it on fire? You guys set it on fire. Yeah, that was really crazy. You guys set the Coliseum on fire. Yeah, you set the Coliseum on fire. That was nuts.
We're going to be killed. By everyone.
So basically, all I had done is grab this, which is the weapon, and then ran. Anything else that happened, I had no idea about.
Yeah, setting the Coliseum on fire was probably stupid. I just want to say that. But you guys... yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I really just... That's all I gotta say. Oh, and the Bullywogs were really mad. That's why they entered the tournament. But they died.
It
I
sucked.
heard they died.
Sucked.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
I mean, I was like, as far as the Bullywogs go, I was walking to go and have a conversation with them, and then guess what happened? Everyone lost their shit and just started killing them.
What? No, I asked them.
Yeah, that's what I heard. You guys killed like the whole
I didn't
village.
speak. Oh. That.
Yeah, the whole
That's
village.
what we were
yeah.
talking about.
Yeah, that's
yes.
when we sat and ate apples.
It's beautiful.
It's early morning.
I was literally out of options because literally this random chick came in and just
That's where we met.
started killing things.
Oh.
I'm not even joking. And then Stan here, right over here, I guess he had a problem with them at some point, and we had only had 2 conversations with him, and he had slaughtered them. So
Wow,
the 2
that's
of them went on a
nuts.
rampage.
That's really bad.
Very bad, right?
Very bad.
Such grace. 2 barbarics.
Yeah, yeah, that's just what I've been hearing though. That's crazy, man. You guys did really a lot of work.
Not too important, I guess.
Guess not.
Bad news spreads faster than good
Oh
news.
yeah, it does. I mean, they're not sure about the groups responsible for everything because you guys run really fast.
Yes, I do.
But they're just pretty sure it's you guys though. Anyways,
Fucking hell, man.
so I just wanted to tell you guys that, and also we have a group fund now that you guys can pool in and take from as well, as long as it's for the business.
As long as it's for the business.
As long as it's for the business. And I will keep account of how much money goes in and how much money goes out. So,
Here's 1,000 gold.
oh, there's 1,000 gold. Anyone else? Any takers? How much?
500.
Alrighty! Great. So, this will be here. And we've been building underneath the ground a small little hidey hole for it.
Okay.
Did you ever, obviously out of character, split it? What we got from...
You get 1,000, and then you get another 1,000 from. You basically got 2,000 last session.
Okay, so...
There you go.
Yeah,
Because we had 2 different payouts, and they were both over 5,000. I think they were both 5,000. So
split
just
party. Yeah.
you get 2,000 altogether.
So, you guys need anything for the foundation that you guys can think of?
Can you sense what this is?
What?
It's not part of the foundation.
Your nose is bleeding. Ha! Miracle worker! Right here! That'll be 10 gold.
It's some form of magic.
Yeah, it is still dripping, huh? She sits down and she casts Detect Magic. This looks like a mini curse. It'll go away soon.
So I just wait it out like it's
What
some
she
sort of
said.
cold.
Yep.
What she said. So, as far as what do you guys plan on doing as far as advancing the foundation?
Oh, we're having seminars.
Seminars.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I like seminars.
Educational seminars.
I like educational seminars. Tell me all about it.
Basically, we're educating people on the matriarchy of how the drow system works. But we're also telling them that people can change.
Hopefully,
But you guys have been painting a very dim light
I have not.
on drow, so it made it very
I
hard.
have not.
Made it very hard.
Stop looking at me when you say that.
Very hard. Difficult.
I actually walk out at this point.
So, by what we can gain from our little club, what kind of resources would you mean? How far have we expanded as far as resources besides just a pool of money?
You made another freaking foundation in Craghammer.
And congratulations, I'm very proud
Thank
of you.
you.
Yes.
What have you been doing for the foundation? Fucking it up. So don't say anything.
I don't know if I have or have not.
And then I walk back in.
They've...
You have been the only reason why everything has been messed up.
We're the only drows here. And I've kept account of all my people. They haven't been doing shit.
Unfortunately, that's how it is. You're the reason. Because all I've been trying to do is fix shit. And it doesn't matter what image we paint. Because I had to walk through and see another fucking poster as I picked up a poster on the way. This!
It doesn't even say who I tried to steal from.
It says, please return to Victor.
So my face and please return to Victor.
Yes!
Wanted alive.
You might have to go to jail.
False.
Says wanted alive.
You might have to go to jail to fix this.
Anyways, so about my question,
See what I'm saying?
madam.
See? This is...
Question of what?
The resources. You asked us what can probably gather from.
Uh-huh.
This is a serious question, Maxie.
Yeah, I don't know what we can pull from besides gold.
I don't fucking know. Think. Use your head. Individualize.
So, any sort of weapons, armor, perhaps maps
Why
of...
the fuck would that? This is a peaceful campaign, not a murder spree.
I did say that, but we...
You said weapons!
But you know we defend this group as well.
We defend ourselves. I'm strong as fuck. And everyone else can fight.
Yes. We're not weak.
Of course, but there's times that things happen.
That's your own fault.
And why did you just point... I know that. I am well aware.
You guys need to take care of each other. We take care of each other.
That's what I
You
was...
guys are separate, basically. You guys are separate entities. You guys just happen to be with us at this point. So
you're saying we're with you, but not really with you.
I mean, yeah, Havoc is not the best way to spread positivity of Drows. It's the circle of life.
So we're sending out are we sending out flyers to have
Maxie!
You have a wanted poster. That's like an advertisement of we're fucking up. This is everything they think we are, and then some.
Maxie.
Destroying an entire village of bullywogs. What the fuck?
Oh, not I.
So I'm gonna go meditate now.
Disengage.
Disengage.
Bye. Anyways, funds are there, and she goes and she plops it into the hole that she now see that was revealed due to a magical spell that was over it. And you guys just say knock, 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 knock. Oh my god, knock. Is this thing ever gonna open? That's the key. That's the password. If you forget it, then you never get in.
So, and we just do that in air? Or is this in the foundation?
That's in the foundation.
It's kind of like how I gave a password myself.
Oh my god, knock.
So it's 6 knocks. And oh my god, is this thing ever gonna open? Alright. Before my blood pressure rises any further,
Fucking.
I'ma go! Let's go, guys! Auto... Charles, roll out! Yeah.
Yeah, I'm already, I'll say that I'm by the egg again.
Right, so what do you guys want to do for today? You guys have a week of downtime before anything happens?
I'm finishing writing this, but yeah, basically by the egg, and I guess I'll meditate by it, because I'm waiting for this thing also to go away.
Okay. You doing anything, Trixie, or are you guys just gonna lay about the town, essentially speaking?
I don't know. Mostly because...
Pretty.
I walk over to Maxie and I'm just like...
And I stand up.
Maxie. Why?
Why what?
You know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
We all said we weren't going to do that. And you still did it. By yourself. We assumed that you went off fucking around. We didn't know that you actually did that shit.
I said what I was going to do. It was very important to me. It was the city. And then the world. That's pretty much how this motherfucker thinks.
So how do you know that he's creating an army? When did he ever say that?
If only you were in my head. So...
If only you were in your head, or never in your head. It's always in your ass.
And I'm like doing that while... Before there was just one. And I went in there at a time, and of course I stole something. It was just a jar. And he ended up replicating what the parasite was inside of me. How we know all the star spawns exist, he's able to replicate these creatures. So think about it. A man who is actually crazy, experimenting on what he does not know, simply is interested, and he governs to nobody but himself with power. I met basically his counterpart, who we sat down and actually drank tea and talked about everything, the sauce bond, what he knows, what I know, and he does not want evil with it. But this man, if he's able to replicate just one, he can do just the same. And honestly, we don't know who we can trust here.
What's the difference between evil and crazy?
Evil has a destination.
Okay.
Crazy's just for the fun.
So what makes you not think he's just crazy?
Well, I'm pretty sure he's both. He's probably one of the types that may be working with this evil king that we are dealing with at the current time.
Okay. So basically what you're telling me is that you fucked up, he replicated it, you fucked up again by going and trying to stop it, and you're the reason why that entire situation has blown up is because of you.
If you want to put it that way, then yes, and I was trying to end it. I asked
There
for
is no
assistance.
trying to end something like that. Mostly because it's just foolish to think you can do everything by yourself.
That's why I asked for assistance.
And when the team says no, you probably shouldn't do it. Otherwise, you're probably out killing yourself.
Perhaps, but someone has to make a stand. If you were to ask me for assistance, I'm not going to say no. I'm going to go because...
Nope, that's not true.
Maybe you should have found some evidence backing up this claim.
I have plenty of evidence
That you're crazy.
that you're insane. And I also have evidence that you love to just leave us behind. We were eaten by worms, Maxie, and you sat down and read a book until you were attacked.
Holy shit, dude, that's fucked up, man.
I believe that they were powerful enough to handle it.
And that's not teamwork. That's not...
You will hold this forever when we just met.
What do you mean, just man? Based on what she said, you guys have a long-standing connection from once you guys were in the underdog city. That's what I'm getting from this.
Maxie,
You don't know the truth, do you?
Yeah, I know the truth, man.
Maxie, am I important to you?
And then you can see like welling coming from Maxie's face. I prepared a speech.
Whoa.
So
What?
What? Nani?
personality.
Oh! You didn't see this I didn't see this coming either.
So I just
What the fuck is
I
this
like
shit?
I don't know. We'll see.
I gently like put my hand like on her shoulder kind of.
Bloody
She
hand.
rose me away.
Your bloody hand.
Bat it away.
Yeah, I guess so. And then I just basically look at you intently. And then
I'm
I
sorry.
I say, you act as you're good. As though just lately all you've been doing is just what you've been told to do and have mostly us killed for you. And attack whatever is in front of us in order to reach the next destination. While I look upon the shadows, allowing myself to stay and watch. That's what I'm good at anyways, right? So sometimes, whether or not we make it out alive is when I decide to attack, especially for a party member that's in danger. I'm always there watching for the best chance, for my best chance, not for yours, not for everybody's, but my best chance, because I can also die too, you know. Back in the arena, I allowed myself, and the thing that's literally killing me, and wanting to take control of not only my mind, but my body. To take full control.
You spread lies.
The other one. I mean, stay out of this. Taking full control of my body, and I didn't know if I was whether to come back or not. I just knew that if I did not take this chance, that everybody might have died. I may have not come back from that, and that was a sacrifice I was willing to make for the entire party to live. If that doesn't mean that I'm willing to sacrifice myself for you guys, then I don't know what does. So, also, I'm not very good at communicating, since all I knew from the Underdark was just silence and the body language, whether something was food, friend, or foe. Especially now, in this case, probably food. I put myself at risk with every trap. I put myself at risk. I do them willingly, and no one asks me to do so. But I do, though, for the assistance of the party. Whether it seems like I don't care about anybody, yet I get shunned, and all you hear is words. You do not try to understand that the monster before you may have some sort of feeling. I thought that being free from the underground would grant me possession of my own life, but now it seems to belong to two parasites. I just kind of look over at, the council, and a man seeking power through death, a false king, any prince who has taken my soul, which we have not even come close to understanding how to get it back. I am but a weapon at these times, it seems. Yet, I also know what you have done in the past, and it seems as though the screams you have heard has not affected you even now, so I don't see why words would even help you. So I talk with my blade, I talk with acquiring what we need, because I don't see you getting your hands as dirty as possible, unless it's by the means of magic or assistance. Maybe if the Jubilee actually cut your throat, you would know what it would be like not to be heard, even though now that is exactly how I feel like every time I speak. As though I am not heard. So perhaps, if I say nothing and keep using what I know my entire life as a youngling, which are these hands, maybe I can be more appreciated. Another reason why I collect everything I can for this party, because sometimes I don't know what else to do. And I lost them both, and I just kind of look down. But now I'm saving you. And as I act, it seems as though you just look down at me as I'm lesser than you every single day. And then I just kind of just look down, and then...
What the fuck?
I just leave.
Absolute bullshit.
You know,
Fucking malarkey.
It could be being honest.
He
probably you can insight check him.
He's
Yeah,
probably
hopefully.
being fucking honest. I know that shit.
Hopefully, because, yeah, I'm leaving.
You're
You mean
leaving?
like you're retiring?
I'm just walking away.
You mean like you're retiring?
No,
Your
just
character?
Walking.
Oh, okay.
Who knows?
I'm asking as a DM because I.
And I'm just like, I don't.
Whoa, what
I-
the fuck, son?
Right?
Yeah. Came at me like a 2-pound brick! Straight to the face with emotion!
I never said I was perfect. And I never said that I haven't made mistakes. I have never said I haven't taken responsibility for the fuck-ups that I have made.
So then I guess I turn back
Walter
around.
goes and he says,
Take that shit outside, I'm bleeding.
He's always around, so we're reading.
It's
fuck-
shows up.
It is fucking annoying that this is happening in his place. I wasn't trying to have this shit happen. I'm walking out, I guess.
Yeah. No.
God.
Stabbing me.
God damn it.
So then,
I hate emotions.
since we're all walking out, I will
I fucking hate it.
go to the sewer.
We're not having this conversation in the sewer. We're walking outside the door
we're walking
and we're
outside.
fucking talking. I'm not going in the sewer to talk about my
Are we
fucking
together?
emotions.
Oh, okay.
I'm just like, okay. You need to understand something. That if I get angry and riled up, it's because I give a shit. It's not just if you take it as me putting you down, I'm sorry for that. But that's just me being me. If you don't like the words that I use, then stay away from me. I'm blunt. And yes, I'm privileged. I didn't have it as rough as you did. I get that shit. But I also understand when things are not going the way that they should. And obviously we have two different priorities with this matter. My priority has been with the Foundation from the get-go. My priority has been putting them in good standings from the get-go. As far as me goes, I'll figure that out when I want to. But I have no idea what I want. Once I figure that out, maybe I'll do something. But for right now, what I want is to improve the foundation. That has been crystal clear from the get-go. And I can understand if you feel like you have been put down and you feel like shit. I wasn't saying it to make you feel like daisies and rainbows. I was saying it so you understood what the fuck I was saying. And don't get it twisted. I'm not a damsel in distress. I'm not Rapunzel waiting for her stupid-ass prince to come and save her. I'm doing what I feel is right. And if you feel as though you don't need to do this and be here, whatever. But this, I show the wanted poster, this is only fucking things up for me. And I understand that you were the one at risk, but you did that to yourself. But what did I do when I was in this similar situation? I went to jail, and I did what I did. I rotted for a little bit, and then I walked out. You do what you do, but understand this: I'm doing things that is best for everyone here. If you don't want to be a part of that, that's you. And I'm sorry if anything negative has come from me. It's just the way I am. And then I walk inside.
You okay?
My plan is I just want to talk with, I just want to work with everyone here in order to find, I'm just planning on working with them to improve the foundation. Anything impossible. So I'm just hands on deck the entire time.
Okay. What do you plan on doing to aid that?
Whatever they tell me to. I'm a yes woman, according to him.
They're, as far as that goes, they're leaving that up to you. They're leaving that in your hands.
I do want to be a part of the seminars.
It sounds like a continuous education when you're like in the medical field. You have to go.
Pretty much.
I just see
I can
a
do
huge
this now.
auditorium with chairs and like.
Yeah,
I was trying to hold it back too. This is probably gonna sound distorted.
I'll be honest, I only got half of what you were saying.
Said something about distorted.
No, there's the speech.
Oh yeah.
I'll listen to it back.
Definitely.
And yeah, that's how I leave things with him. If he's planning on going to the sewers, then that's him.
Alright,
And I guess before or after DM's choice, I give you a sack.
Give me a sack? What's in the sack?
potatoes.
Bunch of items.
Potatoes.
Which items?
Big old sack. So somewhere in there, I just said, distribute as you please. There is.
I don't know, dude. Maybe our talk helped.
I think it helps.
There is.
Babies.
Alright, I'm gonna write all this shit down.
Yes, get ready. 3 morning stars, black steel.
Okay.
3 health potions.
Okay.
10 daggers. Normal.
Okay.
Just an infinite, massive.
What?
The staff. The light staff.
Oh, the light stuff, okay.
Do you want me to tell you their properties? Or?
I know what the properties are. I pay attention.
Ooh.
Oh. What else was I giving you?
I'm trying to come up as a dick, I was just saying it.
I fucking pay attention, bro.
3 morning stars.
I never cared to.
2 potions, 10 daggers.
The
Yep.
Morning Swordsman, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Light staff. What else?
I never cared to really dive into more books, so just 5. I just kind of write down books.
5 books.
$5, there you go.
5 books.
Mm-hmm.
All right, have fun.
That's it.
Yep.
5 books, 3 morning swords, 3 health potions, 10 daggers, and the staff.
That's what you got.
That's what you got.
Hey, it's something, I guess.
It's a parting gift.
That's
I'll see you never.
what you got.
I'll take all the important shit and leave.
And then I think I already.
It's all my character.
I don't know if you remember, but I already gave you the leather armor.
What? I mean, that was a long
forever
time ago.
Yeah, I don't
There it
know.
was.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't know if you wrote it down, so I'm just reading.
Yeah, I have that shit already.
Okay.
That's a
So
part of
he
my...
looked at it.
3.
3 of them?
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Go ahead. What are you doing?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the one that gave me a second left. I told him what I was doing.
Him?
I'm looking... Yeah, I'm looking to
Yeah.
help with the
So
seminars.
you make a charisma check.
Oh, boy. 13.
13?
Isn't it really high since we're dry?
That depends on me.
Doesn't matter. His choice.
I meant stat wise.
Yeah, it's going pretty good so far. You guys are getting points across. The crowd seems to be listening to you guys. Everything seems to be going well.
Okay.
Seems to be a bit lighthearted, but then, of course, there's a couple of people that are like, you know, in the back that are just like,
Whatever.
yeah, they drowse. You
Of
know?
course, that's gonna take a long time to change. So, good enough for me. But that's what I plan on doing for the week.
And you just hear like muttering every now and then, I heard it's the drows that did this and did that. All that good stuff. Basically the rumors that have been spreading around.
Of course.
So there's that.
Rainbows and
And
kittens.
what is Max
Moxie.
doing?
So since I spilled my guts out, I'm gonna go to a place that I seem like home, which is the sewer.
Alright, you duck out into the sewers.
I want to see definitely like what's going on since the last time, and since I've made some ground with the Thief King to see how the gnome's doing, and then eventually head over to the Quagga, see if he's still in the room, and talk to him too.
Okay. You see that there's an intricate system that they have set up. So as soon as you came down, there was a little bell that went off, and they seem to have a watchman that immediately pointed and turns their crossbow towards you. He says, what are you here for?
So I just basically just go like this to show them nothing in my hands, nothing in my hands.
Nothing up my sleeves.
And
Nothing
just is this the same guy I recognized as before? Or is it completely
Yeah, he
new?
was the one who originally had held down the fort.
Okay. Name? Did we ever get a name, or just this guy from before?
No.
Okay. I'm not sure if you'll remember me from the last time. My name is Maxie.
Oh, the weird ones. Okay.
I never caught your name. What is it?
Peter.
Hello, Peter. I'd like not to be shot, but I came to see how everything was going since the last time we were actually here.
Everything's going pretty well. We have a pretty unique setup going on. He actually shows you the series of traps that they have laid out. They seem to be fairly intricate.
Okay.
There's a couple that are aligned into the sewers itself. It seems like they pull you in and reel you into what seems like a small cage, or like a cage depending on your size, because it has 3 different types of cages, so most likely where you land, based on your weight, is where the pressure plate would go down, and the cage would collapse onto you.
I'm on top
So
of
a
you.
smaller creature would go further, and then get in the small one, the medium creature into the medium one,
Okay,
the large
so
creature into the
okay.
large.
Okay, beautiful. As he's showing me that too, I can tell him, I'm not sure if you're deciding on whether just catching these creatures or perhaps even potentially killing them, but maybe even.
This is people and stuff, just strangers who come down, don't know their way, and they're trying to do some sneaky shit.
Perhaps you can even, I don't know if it sounds morbid, but coat it with some sort of poison so they get scared enough to not resist you.
No, I mean, once they're captured, we just ask them what the fuck's going on, and then, if anything happens. So far, nothing's come to that, but, yeah, we just send them on their way.
Okay. There's
Not
some
many
lies.
people come down here, so, I mean, no one really has shown up.
Well, that's good. There's always some liars, so you never really know. But okay, continue to show me this area. On D&D Cribs.
Yeah, back here, we got the golden pool, And no, there's no golden pool. Yeah,
Full of piss.
it just seems like their doors are now reinforced with metal versus the wood that it was before. So they've upgraded that, it seems. And they also have just a different series of traps and alarms that can go off, bells and whistles and all that good stuff. And they also show you that they have a hiding area that is beyond the rocks that were there that you guys had dug out. They closed that off with an illusion.
Okay.
So it is now an illusion-based area where, if you don't know, then you probably wouldn't try looking through it.
Okay. And is there anything past it, or are you just keeping it as an open?
This is just a refuge, just in case we ever need to hide out, and there are things that we cannot handle. And he actually goes into there, and he seems to have weapons. They seem to have shields and barracks that they can hide behind, just in case they have to ever defend themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems they back themselves up into this area and then defend themselves against whoever's there.
Okay. And then as he's, I guess, showing me that kind of area, on like a piece of parchment, I write out like, I'm not sure if you guys know of these kind of designs, but I've learned this from someone. And I write him like the shrapnel, how to make the shrapnel explosions and the dugouts and things like that. I just give it to him.
Probably use these. We don't really try to just kill everything that we see. Pretty peaceful people.
It's one of my worst natures.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. I'll see you later then. He just walks away, and then you head over to the Qui-Goth area.
Before that too, I wanted to ask if he was able to give me some sort of like map, or he just showed me an overlay, or would I have to write it out?
There's no map.
Just by memory.
Yep, we memorized these tunnels, so
Makes sense.
no maps needed.
I will
We
try
live
to-
here, literally. So, yeah,
I will try to do the same.
you know where not to step and how to move. They're pretty good.
Okay. I'll try to just burn that into my brain hole,
Alright.
and then make it over to the Quavieth.
Alright, you make your way over, going through the hidden entrance and coming out the other end. You make your way inside, and you don't see the Qui-Goth.
Is the room empty?
Yeah, seems to have been cleared.
Okay. So there's no.
It's probably because he told it to the prince. He probably did something about it.
Perhaps. So then I go to the area where like the water was and all that stuff, and I try to see if I can actually make my way back to where we spoke to the guy, where like the wall kind of just opened up.
Make an investigation check
Since
with advantage.
the thing
you
is
partially saw where it was. Oh,
And they didn't fix the hole, did they? Or the
no, it seems to still be
still
stuck.
melted.
This one,
Oh,
just
twice.
2 dice.
I thought so.
That's
It's
attack.
only.
12 in accuracy, bruh.
That's attack.
Which is
Not
okay.
that
So
accurate.
that's great. It's definitely over. It's over 20.
There you go.
Yeah, easy enough.
Thank
You
God for the.
eventually find your way through the semi-darkness using, your low light vision. You eventually come across a wall that seems to have a small seam in it that is barely visible to the naked eye, and you kind of feel around for a series of holes where you stick your fingers in. It pricks your fingers, and you take 4 points of damage.
I'm almost gonna die.
Probably. And as you do, your blood just starts draining into these holes, and you just hear.
I wish I could just use my nose.
And eventually it opens up into the area that you saw before when they had opened, and you make your way up. Alrighty. You make your way up, and as soon as you do, you hear, "Hold it! Who is there?"
My name is Maxie.
Come. You
Is
come
this,
bearing gifts, by any chance?
Stairway leading up?
Yes,
And then
it's
a
a
room?
spiral. So
Okay. I am here to announce what has been happening. Not much gifts, but to at
You're
least
telling me no good news, and you have made no progress.
at least me. Has anybody spoken to you, or is it just me from my party?
So, no news. No news is bad news, yes?
There's some news. Here's a map of the prince's layout of the kingdom.
I do not care for the prince's kingdom.
And we are making
I already
some...
know the layout.
Oh, this is information I didn't know. We are making some leeway by gaining more of his trust.
What
And
does
seeing-
he have to do with anything?
He wanted us to raise our ranks. Then
He is of no importance.
you wanted us to...
He is a prince, not a king. So, I need good news. Where's the good news? I don't hear anything.
that we're raising our...
That's not good enough.
what would you like for me to do?
I told you to infiltrate. Get in with the army. That has nothing to do with that.
I'm seeking some sort of...
No, you're shit at this.
Perhaps,
What kind of...
perhaps
You-
the
you-
blows
you
to
were-
the head.
You were in the shadows when you were in the underground, and now you appear and you're lazy.
And perhaps the blows to
You're
the
lazy.
head when I was being...
You're lazy!
I just stay quiet for a minute. And I'm definitely trying not to show, but at least scoping the layout by talking to him, by using peripheral.
It's completely dark there. No light whatsoever. All you hear is him shouting.
Oh, so okay. So I'm trying to get the best of what I can. Perhaps the blows to the head made me misunderstand exactly what you were looking for.
You should have asked for clarification. That is not acceptable.
Yeah.
Unacceptable!
It,
Do you understand what that means?
Oh shit.
Do you know what the word unacceptable means
Oh no.
in my books?
unreasonable?
Have you ever seen my books?
No.
And a few lights flicker around the room, and you see one cladded. Woo! There's gunshot going off. You just see one cladded person just
80
completely
points.
shrouded. You see yet again another one, and another one, and another one. And then you see Lafleur. Alright, I got it. You don't need to say anything else. He walks up to you and said, "This is going to sting just a little bit." And take 4 points of damage straight to the stomach. And he grabs you by the hair and he starts dragging you down the stairs. Your face skidding against the floor.
Yeah.
He takes you out through everything, through the sewers, through the entire city, just dragging you by the hair the whole time.
Does everyone see this?
Everyone
Yes.
does. They're like,
Including me?
they just say, "Don't worry," and he picks up one of the wanted posters. "I got him." And he just takes.
Yeah.
You slick, dude.
This is
So,
still the fur.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
This is
And-
throwing you in jail, bro.
Yep. So I pretty
No,
much
he
tell
takes
him.
you out of the city.
Yeah.
He takes you far from the city.
Oh shit, this is worse.
I pretty much tell him, "Good to see you too."
Enough talk. Learning.
I'm ready.
And for the whole week, you guys train.
With 1 HP.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
No,
fuck-
you get trained through that.
I was so scared.
After dawn hits, as soon as dawn hits, you get your full HP back.
Okay.
Not your full HP, but
Yeah.
your maximum HP returns to them. And he allows you to rest, of course, before training. But you go through a series of disguises, accents, mannerisms, body language, eye movements, and just various forms of presenting yourself.
Mm-hmm.
He teaches you different disguises, ways to conceal your weapons, ways to conceal your intentions with a stonewall face
Uh-huh.
and an interesting attitude. And make a charisma check.
Like my brain is like, is it the audio or is it real? Pretty sure it's real.
Feels real.
That's the point.
Yeah. It's real. Okay, so I want to write down so I can actually work on this.
Charisma check.
I want the red one
Why?
because I love red. So accents, different disguises, ways to conceal my intentions with stonewall face. And you said conceal weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Intentions. That's all.
Make a
sorry.
charisma check.
Okay. Okay. So besides the paper, blowing it, it was a 1.
that's
So it was a
one.
20.
Okay, yeah. You seem to be making great headway. Just seems for a second like time is slowing down. You're able to gather the information at more of a rapid pace than what you would normally be used to. It feels like you're in a hyperbolic time chamber at this point, where it's just coming to you faster and faster and faster, and it's clear, it's concise, and you're able to understand it a lot better. And then he goes into town with you at some point, and you guys pull off a series of small, just infiltrating inside of Amman, and you start to make your way through. First, you become a guard named.
Lestat.
So you have a new identity that you have forged, essentially speaking.
Okay.
So you gain a forged identity. And you're just a simple guardsman. You don't work that often. You only have one shift per week, if that.
Mm-hmm.
People really wouldn't notice you if you were to disappear, essentially speaking.
Okay.
You were hired off the books,
Okay.
and you were getting paid under the table.
Sounds like real life.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty, so you also earn 5 gold. And also your costs of living for the week. Do you guys live a low lifestyle, mediocre lifestyle, poor lifestyle? How do you guys want to go?
As far as I know,
You guys want to be low key, basically, like, oh, not spending too much, or
yeah.
you want to be comfortable while you stay
I'm
throughout the days?
comfortable.
You want to be comfortable?
Through this week, yeah, I pretty much was just low life because I stayed there, sewers, and then now I stayed with him.
Okay, so mark off just 1 gold from your earnings, and you mark off 5 gold from your earnings. You guys do anything extra, special, different, out of the ordinary? Something I would need to know, or no?
You can say first.
I was looking to better myself. That's all I gotta say. Because I don't know what I'm doing. This is just one of those situations where it's just like, feels like there's no purpose besides one thing.
Which
Okay.
is the foundation for you.
And yeah, speaking of that too, as far as purpose goes, do you guys want more main story quest lines? Do you guys want sub quest lines? Do you guys want political intrigue, investigation, murder mysteries, more monsters, different type of monsters maybe, I don't know, or more things that just have to do with total world building? Because that'll also help me narrow down what you guys would want to head towards, what your directions would be.
I'd definitely say I'm gonna start heading, like, shifting towards back to the searching for my dad, because I feel like there's more information he can give me through what's going on and everything, especially if he was so much better at his skills than me. I guess since it kind of goes through all of us, something about the star spawn, or more things about the star spawn. Yeah. Oh, and I mean, I can keep sending you monsters, but
Okay, so to answer your question, sub-story.
I
Sub-story
don't
plots.
know
I
how
like
he wants to
sub-story
put
plot,
that.
main story plots. Those are the things that are making that
Yeah.
make sense to me currently.
Yeah, I don't
That
really
way
know.
we can. I mean, I like the world building too. Those 3. Those
Yeah.
are the 3 that I'm looking at.
Yeah, I have no idea which
To answer
category
your
those would be in.
Okay. Great, so then I can continue with what I was planning on doing.
Oh.
Alright. So, as you guys take your the week to yourselves,
I guess during that week, since you told me I got that little stat thing, I'd like to, I guess, try to get as much information as possible with my 1 shift. And
information on the insides of workings of Iman, or what are you talking about?
pretty pretty much what he's trying to gather. And I just write down the stat that he gave me, which is the forged identity.
Okay. Yeah, using your forged identity right now, you are just a low-ranking recruit, so information is sparse. They don't like to tell you shit. They prank you every so often, hazing, low-level entry shit.
Yeah.
So you think that right now information will not be pertinent to you because you are treated essentially like like you're green.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. And for the week, that's what I've gained is the forged identity. How do I? Would I just say let's boil it down to the thing that changes me?
You disguise yourself. You literally have a whole new outfit, which is the Amon green and say gold. I want to say green and gold. I'm going to have to check that up
Okay.
because I don't know them by heart. I don't know the stuff by heart yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's just for now. Say green and gold.
Okay.
For my sake.
I'm guessing with sigil.
Yeah.
For the week, I've also been studying both magic.
Evil magic.
Bard.
Oh,
Oh.
black magic. So are you planning on going one part?
Probably eventually. Still up in the air, but at least I'm going to study it.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, speaking of that, through your travels, through your week long endeavor, you do have an encounter with the Rangers at one point.
As Maxi or?
Yeah.
Okay.
The White Ranger specifically. He seems to have noticed you in the crowd, and he basically gathered up his posse, and he approaches you, and he says, yes, were you ever planning on giving me my clothing back?
I
Yeah,
apologize. Yeah.
Great, I have a glove. The rest?
Well, another party member actually has your robe.
Yes.
But since I know that you are working for the council, you can probably get that back for you. Would they, out of character, would they know of the ours? Yep. My brain would say yeah, but so I suppose in a sense we're working together, or also I apologize from before, and then I just kind of like
Yeah, I heard that happens often. As he gives you like a fucking just blank face look.
I was from what you heard, I was just afraid more bad things would happen with that information.
No response.
God, to say something, please.
Makes sense.
Thank you.
And
then
The Black
there's all of
Ranger.
them? No, there's just 4 because 1 died, right?
they all seem to be there.
Oh, he came back?
They got money.
Shit, I didn't know because,
They got money.
Okay. Oh, weird.
They got money.
Creepy.
Anyways, Black Ranger comes up to you and he like pushes your shoulder and says, "Let's see you around, scamp. Let's go, boys." And they all turn their backs to you and they take off. Make a perception check.
Sorry. Wouldn't stand a chance. That is a 16.
16? Okay. Yeah, they take off.
Fuck. Fuck.
Later on in the week, you feel that
Damn
you're
it.
like 200 gold short.
Yeah. God, you stole my fucking money.
Yep.
Because right after that, I was gonna say I check my body.
No, you would eventually notice it after a while. You're in the store, you're purchasing something, food, whatever. You eventually notice that you're like 200 short.
Black. That's pretty good. Good roll.
Well, you roll pretty fucking high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So,
guess yeah, that's a lot.
yeah, you guys take your week to yourselves, trying to better understand who you guys are and what you guys want as individuals.
Yeah,
Until you guys finally get together after a long weeks of work. You guys are in the streets when suddenly a small child bumps into your leg and says, adventurous, great, my sister, they took her,
Calm down, boy. Calm down.
Just call him a boy.
Yeah, it's a boy, right?
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah. Here, please, drink some water. Slow.
Trees. Small trees. Took her.
Trees.
Yeah,
The trees took her.
small trees.
Where did this happen?
Something in the forest. We were just going for a walk and we walked a little bit too far near the shade step. I know we're not supposed to go there, but we heard there were cool things there,
As always.
like dragons. But small trees, small tree people.
We'll help get her back.
Okay.
Just tell us exactly where.
It was over there in points northeast.
Would you like to come with us?
No!
Or can you at least tell us good areas, perhaps anything around it? Besides just...
You'll notice them. They took my
What
sister.
does she look like?
Like me. We're twins. And he's small elf.
Okay.
He has brunette hair.
Commoner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing of royalty or higher standing.
I'll go and help them.
I'll assist you. And at this point, when we finally like met up, as opposed to how I used to look, is always like this time I'm just more straight. Etiquette.
Oh, straight posture.
Poised,
Nice
yeah.
etiquette.
Maxie,
Etiquette.
I understand it's been a while since we've interacted. But now that we are now back together as a group, I want you to understand something very clearly. Fuck with the party, I will kill you. Mess with the party, I will kill you. Put the party in bad standings, I will kill you.
Your standards are different, but I guess if you
Not
do the same,
standards. You put us in bad standings. You can fuck with yourself for all I care. Whatever happens to you, that's on you. Your choice. If it affects you, that's you. But if it affects the party, I will kill you.
like taking dangerous missions.
That's different. What I'm talking about is you doing what you previously did. That kind of shit that puts me in a bad look and makes everyone on the Foundation with a bad look. It's okay for you to do what you want, and it's okay for you to feel as though you don't fit in here. It's okay to be you. But don't let other people get dragged down with you. Or dragged up. It's your choice.
This is only the Victor situation?
There's been multiple situations and you've known that. You're not stupid. You may pretend to be, but you're not. You know what you're doing.
Well, I guess I will say the same.
Okay then. Let's move forward then.
By the way, you may have to return the robe.
The jacket? Why?
Yeah, I actually ran into the Rangers, and they, Black in particular, stole my money. But I apologized for what I did for White, and I returned the glove. Since we are, in a sense, working together for the Foundation, no, the Council.
The Council,
I
yes.
wanted to at least make sure they were better equipped to assist us, perhaps in the future. It was very hard to apologize, but I'm learning etiquette.
Etiquette!
So may or may not, I told them you at least have it, and it's up to you.
If
They looked like they were good enough, especially if they stole some money from me.
Whatever.
Well, we can always fight for it.
I don't care, Maxie. Valuables aren't as important to me as they are to you. I just want to fix shit.
I've been wanting to fight naked again. Alright, let's go.
You guys head out. Trekking your way through. Wants to make a survival check.
What's your wisdom at?
I mean, your wisdom's higher.
Whatever, I'll do it. 14.
14. And make a perception check as well.
Okay, that I can do for sure. That is an 18.
18? Okay. As you guys travel, taking a medium pace, just enough to be able to see tracks or anything of the sort, you start to notice that this area is becoming a bit swampish, and that it will be a bit more difficult traveling via horse. You're assuming that after some while you would probably get stuck.
Looks like we're on foot from here.
About halfway through, around 8 hours in, this is what you come across.
If you care for your shoes, you might as well take those bitches off now.
I told you I'd never get dirty. There's police all the time. It's crazy.
I noticed. Yeah.
Because he's low to the ground. So.
Yeah.
It's so fucking clean. So clean. It's like fresh and so clean. It's weird.
Well, regardless, once it starts getting to a point where it feels like my shoes will get swampy and shit, I'll take my shoes off and dredge through the swamp.
Alrighty.
I'll just. And since it's like my father's cloak and stuff like that, I just kind of have at least just the cloak.
Oh yeah, this is a white cloak too, so it's gonna get all brown and shit. If I return this to him,
It'll get all nice.
I don't even care.
I basically raise just the cloak as far as possible, as far as the bear and whatever.
Alrighty. Like that. Oh yeah.
I'm at a loss, man.
You got a loss? Sorry, man.
I mean, there's nothing else I can say besides that.
So, gravy, baby. So, gravy, baby. Don't worry about it.
Gravy. I used to get a lot of gravy.
So yeah.
I don't know. You guys like gravy?
The grave's a thing. It's just a thing. That's pretty much it.
You like gravy?
Let's move on.
I hope this tastes good.
Fucking better.
It says it's tangerines.
It's fucking lies. Okay? It's fucking lies.
You wanna try it?
Hmm?
It's like a tangerine beer.
Oh, beer? I thought it was like a
Like a juice?
Vite V8. Yeah. It's a waterfall.
Waterfall.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said.
Good aside.
Maxie,
Nice on your beard.
That's like a
Yes, Trixie.
Some of you the big wave.
within this week, have
Almost.
you learned anything? I have. I've learned a lot.
Oh. I've learned how to not only straighten my back while
No.
speaking.
I've noticed.
I suppose I've learned better compassion.
Compassion, how so?
I apologized.
To me?
That's a step up.
To who? Who did you apologize to?
Well, I went to the sewer and I apologized to the gnomes. I apologized to the White Ranger.
Okay.
But most importantly, Trixie, I apologize to you.
For what?
Well,
I'm sorry, I'm getting choked up. It's okay, continue, man.
I just like put my hand on his shoulder. If I endangered the party even more than they needed to be, I think of everyone dying as instead of the ones closest to me at all times. And by everyone, I mean the world. Just clarification.
You can only do so much, man. You're not some sort of savior to the world. That's why you need people. That's why you need friends. That's why you need allies. You need us and we need you. That's how this works.
What was the last sentence?
You heard me. I'm not going to repeat it. I know you want to soak that shit up, but that's just honesty. The reason why I'm always so hard on you, and if you didn't hear it before, you'll hear it now, is because I just want you to understand that it's just us. It's us. You killed me. But I'm not dead now. I'm alive still somehow. Don't know how that's happened, but that's where we are. I could have totally just exiled you from my life ever since then, and that would have been justified. For you have taken my life. That's a fucked up thing to do.
Yeah, there's plenty of times where you've been sleeping.
Don't say that shit. Especially right now. Not right now.
I'm trying to be honest.
True enough.
Even more so, I suppose. But that's all. I came from a loincloth and a ball to daylight and food and weaponry.
It's not just a culture shock for you. It's a culture shock for me, but I guess I've adjusted to it a lot easier than you have. So, I've already apologized, but I'll do it again. I'm sorry if you feel as though you do not belong here. But in order to change that, we need to work as a team from now on. if the team does not agree with the situation, you probably should not do it.
I will remember that. I thought of, once again, the world as opposed to just us.
Right now it's just us. The world can come once we have the ability to do something about that. We gotta take things one step at a time.
Making another survival check.
Okay. Ooh, that's a bad one. 5.
5. And perception check.
And I appreciate everything that you've done. And I look at meow and meow.
That is an unnatural 20.
Aye. So you do notice the tracks. It seems to be one set of human tracks, but the other ones you're not too sure.
And it's just her that can make these checks.
You can make one too.
Yeah, I'm just leading. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I typically lead because of my HP.
Your perception is
Pretty
okay.
high.
So I want to go survival first, and then perception because I know for a fact her perception is better. So survival was 18.
Okay.
And that one's bad. So you did the survival, I did the perception.
Okay. So she leads the way. She shows you what the tracks are, and you distinguish them.
There we go.
And you basically
Human?
you lead towards where mostly the human and odd tracks are, and you follow that path. And then with your perception check, it was what again?
I had a natural 20.
And the natural 20? Okay. Okay, yeah, you see what seems to be a couple shrubs that just kind of seem out of place based on the terrain.
Okay. We were told that they were plants. This terrain, these shrubs seem out of order at the moment.
Let's not make any kind of movement just yet. As we're walking to, am I able? I don't know if you want to pass that survival check anytime, but I wanted to just gather like either berries or poisonous mushrooms or any of the gist. Am I able to do any of that while we're trekking?
Yeah. You gather, roll a 1d4. And what's your survival modifier?
1.
Okay, so run 1d4 plus 1, and I'll tell you what you got.
Woo! 5.
5? Okay. You gather 2 normal berries and 3 poisonous berries.
What's properties? Would I know?
Other 2 berries just you can eat. The other 3, if you were to, say for instance, crush it up and put it inside of a drink, it's very detectable though. But it would lead to a poison state.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, definitely those bushes probably shouldn't be here. I see just bushes. I don't see an actual human. And then I'm going to...
As you're searching through these bushes, you just feel just straight into your skin as you're just picking these berries and...
Yep. I had a feeling. I was just like,
you
dude.
take...
I'm just gonna go ahead and roll for initiative. I'm just like, this is...
You take 6 points of piercing damage.
It's straight up
roll for initiative.
set up.
Ah! Nani? Nani kore?
Just straight up this setup of not epic proportions, just a setup.
Okay.
I definitely go first.
High roll. Let's just go with that.
20.
That's a 1 for you.
Always?
Is it always a 1
Natural
for you?
20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always a 1 for you.
Always?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter
That's
what
why
it
it's
is.
unlucky. That's why it's an unlucky part.
So it's an automatic 1 for you.
Automatic one. All right.
No modifiers. Alright.
No,
No, yeah,
you get
modifier.
modifiers still on initiative,
Just
but it doesn't
counts-
matter what you're rolling for. It's
counts
still a
as a
1.
Okay. 9.
Alrighty.
All right, and then I
You
got.
get +8. What?
That's what I
It's
thought.
initiative and dex, right?
No, that's the same thing. So it's +4. It's a 5.
Oh. So I'm last.
I'm like, Nani? Like, damn, he was quick, nigga.
I can only
I got a
hope.
14.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, damn. Then, yeah, they go first.
All right.
Yep.
Here we go.
It's time!
To rumble!
In the brown corner. Shrub things, probably.
Yep. As you feel these blights just sticking into you, you just feel a row of needles plunging into your back, and your back straightens up, and you turn around and you see the bushes across from you just start to slink upwards, and the tree that against it, bracing, it seems to be almost embedded into it. You see eyes flicker and grow, and you see a gnarled looking Groot type character just breaking out of it.
So
As they start lurching towards you guys.
Since this was a surprise attack, nothing could prevent that, right?
No.
The damage. Okay.
Only 2 of them hit you, so.
Not bad. Alright, so set up.
Alright, so what you guys see is 4 twig entwirled characters, 2 of the small bushes, and 2 other creeping vine-like creatures. They're all creeping towards each of you. And 2 of them go for Stan.
No!
They miss.
Losers.
2 of them go for you.
They hit.
They definitely hit.
Needle blights. One of them misses.
They hit.
Another 6 points of damage.
They hit.
They hit.
2 of them go for you.
They hit.
First one
They
is
hit.
a 8. No, it's a 19 to hit.
Shield.
Okay. Yep. They just all shudder off of you, and Stan also takes 6 points of damage. Do you have a sheet by any chance or no?
No.
Well, I'll just assume that he has X amount of HP. I'll go on 30.
Oh, he has 56.
He has 56
What the
HP.
fuck?
He went tough, remember?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, damn.
That's why I said he was a
Damn,
tank. That's why I said he
Damn,
was. He
son.
actually has more than me.
Yeah.
Damn, son. You got that HP pool. Oh. Yeah, so that's their first turn. That's their surprise round, and then their actual turn. Not take it. That's it.
Okay.
They all missed. Yeah, they missed a lot the first time.
Okay.
Alright, cool up with me. Whose turn is it?
So I'll be your turn.
My AC. So they even passed. Okay, they passed my AC.
Oh yeah,
18.
natural 17.
Okay, so are they like
Oh, I got
are they
18.
like together at this point?
Natural 17.
Oh,
They have modifiers.
right. I fucking forgot. Sorry.
Are they like together at this point?
2 are on you, 2 are on him, and 2 are on Stan.
Oh, there's 6.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 on me, I'm gonna cast Dragon's Breath.
These are 2 twig lights that are on you. Go ahead and do so.
Yep, and it's going to be fire damage, obviously. Okay, so that is a 16 to hit.
16.
Is
Yeah,
it?
definitely hits.
Okay.
Let's just say, how do you want to do that one? Because they don't got a lot of HP.
Okay, well then now I
I'm
know.
sure if you even roll
Now I
ones.
know.
Okay.
Even if you roll ones,
I just want to burn them down. That's
to
it.
fucking just.
That's
Just
the idea.
disintegrate. They literally just turn to ash and just flutter in the fucking wind. They were never there.
Then I cast Firebolt on one of the ones that are attacking him.
Okay. They are from afar, so they're not too close, but they're definitely within proximity.
What does that look for? 13.
13 hits, yeah.
Oh. They're babies.
Right? What the fuck
Yeah,
is
it
this?
changed really quick.
What the fuck is this music? I'm pulling down a little bit. That's funny as hell. It's like, just randomly looking at people just freaking out. That's why.
Oh my god! Hurt your finger, shit!
Herbert stupid guy.
Hurt my god, no!
Oh my god. It's 7 damage.
7 damage. Alright. So you use
Firebolt.
Firebolt?
Yep. On one of them.
Yep, so it starts to ignite and spark. And you see kind of like its hairs are like just like, and it's just like running around just like trying to put it out, just smacking itself against the other player. Like, it's just like fuck. He seems to be a little bit in peril, but yeah, he's still okay. He's doing okay-ish. Very okay.
Okay. Well, that's the end of my turn then.
Alright. So now Ally's turn.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part.
Okay.
Holy shit. Wow.
Got louder.
It really did.
Today's episode is brought to you by New Belgium.
No, it's not.
And,
Yeah, one of the
Maybe we get money from it, maybe.
the vine-like creature just immediately just like,
the big one.
and it just splits straight into half, and its vine just shrink and shrivel up and just turns into action. Huh.
I did it.
Huh.
And yeah, the other one also gets hit too. That one, the other one, Sayusuke just.
What's happening?
No, good luck.
Is a bigger boss gonna come?
Maybe. Sayusuke just
Jesus.
slices this one in half, and
Its
vines just like just kind of wriggle around, and they sink and back together, stitching themselves up as it just wriggles and swiggles around them. And one of the two little creatures that were on you are just, they start to regain their composure as they see their friend looking okay, even though it's worse for wear. But they start looking at you with intent, with their non-existent eyes.
Intent.
These ones are smaller, right?
Yeah.
Intent.
Yeah.
They have intent.
Their bushes make a brow.
Your turn.
They have
Push your brow.
intent.
Alright, so
They
then.
have intent of evilness.
So then, dagger hide.
Whoa.
Dagger hide, my friend.
Yeah. Dagger, hide. It's 3
Right now, I'm
actions.
just gonna-
Dagger hide.
I'm just gonna hit both of them since it's easier for me.
There you go, dagger hide.
No,
We're gonna just do dagger then?
I'm gonna hit both of them since I know they're squishy.
Alright, dagger then.
Alrighty, dagger.
Yeah, that's 19.
19 definitely hits both hits.
Okay.
I mean, you got triple advantage. Remember that.
No, not for this.
Oh yeah, never mind. You're right. I forgot all about that shit.
It'd be like that.
That is 12 altogether.
12 damage?
Yeah.
Split?
Yeah, it was.
So 6?
Yeah, I'll split it. Yeah. My bad. Yeah.
That's funny.
Alright, so the first one, you impale it. It goes straight through it, just like filleting this shit in half. And lands on the other side of it as it just splits open like a brain. It drops. and the roots start to just grow back into the earth, starting the circle of life once again.
Oh my god, the circle of life.
Bush form.
And then the next one, it gets stuck and coiled inside of its branches and just reels back. And you can almost, if it were looking up at the knife sticking out of it, it would be right now. And so it does is it looks back at you, shaking it off.
The dagger?
Yeah, it goes.
No.
It simply goes.
It's just wiggling. It's like, ugh. And then it is their turn. One goes for you.
Maxine?
Misses completely.
Not this time.
The Vine Blight goes after. Actually. Yeah, it's going to actually make a. It's going to use its action. It starts to spread and slink into the ground, and it gets in betwixt the middle of you guys. And I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Huh.
Of DC 12. You and you.
Oh, both of us? Okay. Alright.
And we'll stand as well.
Sweet, I got a 20, which is a 19.
20, there you go.
Weirdly enough, I am passing these strength saves like a boss. What'd you get? Oh, that's an 8, son.
That's neat.
Yep.
You are.
It's obviously a saving throw.
Wait. So you got an 11.
11? Does not
Yeah,
pass.
barely doesn't pass. Poor guy.
You are considered restrained, so your speed is 0, your attacks are at disadvantage, and attacks against you are with advantage.
Your mother's elderberry.
There's another one of the bushes that you were picking from.
Comes after you. I want to eat your fucking soul, nigga.
And throws a array of needles at you.
Needles.
Oh boy.
And this one hits.
I'm gonna close my eyes.
I like this music a lot better.
Yes.
It's pretty sick.
You take 5 points of piercing damage.
In fact, I'm gonna like this video. I like it. I like this song.
And another one comes up. The bush that's next to it goes after Trixie.
What happens?
19 to hit. Are you shielding or no?
No, not this time. I'll take it.
Take 8 points of piercing damage as the needles spray into you as it just starts
Good God,
slugging
like
off itself, and you guys just see a slew of needles hit both you and Maxine. You guys are.
it's a good thing I still have temporary HP. Ha ha ha. As it's literally hitting my magic guard.
Oh yeah, dude.
Not my actual HP pool.
Piercing the shit.
Not
out of
even
it,
with
though.
these clothes.
Not even with these notes.
Which I am okay with.
Exactly. These
That's
notes
why
are
I'm just
great.
like, fuck it, I don't need it.
Okay, that is their action. It is now Ally's turn.
Wait, my turn.
Yes, it is your turn.
Yeah.
That's right, ally. You're an ally, right?
Yeah, technically.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah, I want to cast chromatic orb on whichever one is not the weakest. This is the one that hasn't taken any damage.
The one that is encroaching its area of torture. Let's go with that one.
Yeah.
That one.
I want to cast chromatic orb. Fire on it. Hiya! Natural 20.
Natural 20. Go ahead and roll your damages.
Natural 20. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Natural 20. Natural 20.
Natural 20. It's a 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's double though, so. So it's 9 altogether, which makes it 18. Because I'm doubling damage.
Okay, it's chromatic order is 1d10, right?
1d. Wait, it's 1d10?
Is it not? Or is it 1d12?
I believe it's 1d10. Well, either way, it's 9.
So 9. Okay, so you landed on 9.
Yeah, so 9 times 2 is 18.
18 damage and it goes. as you ascend your chromatic orb inside, you just hear evil plant demons and just boom, hits it and just racks it, and there's a big hole straight through its like stomach, and you can see that it like twisted and not entangled it inside when it came out the other side, and just and it releases its grasp as its vines dig back into the earth.
Ha! Magic.
Is that it?
So I'm done. I'm not
You're not
BDSM. Okay.
So one. So that's the. Oh yeah.
What?
Cantrips.
Oh,
Or
I
whatever.
thought they were all dead.
No.
No, the
There's
one
what I was
still
asking.
two. No, there's still two.
Yeah.
Fireball.
To the ones.
The one with the dagger in its head, and then another one.
I'll go with the other one then.
Yep.
Unnatural 20.
Okay. That hits. Let's swap.
That's
4 damage.
4 damage.
nice.
Okay. Simple enough. It just. And falls.
Oh, the
The other two zombies are still up and walking. And I'm assuming, do you move?
No.
Okay, so you stand your ground. Alright. So, 2 of them would go after you and you.
Okay.
Both natural 14s, betwixting a total of 17 for each to hit.
I'll take the damage again.
For you, does it hit?
No. No.
No?
No.
It definitely
9
hits me.
points of piercing damage.
And then my aura goes boosh as I actually take like 3 damage. As I actually take like 3 damage.
I take a boosh damage.
You take bush damage?
Boosh damage.
Bush, bush. Bush, bush.
Boosh.
Bush, bush, bush.
And there you go.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. I can live with the fact that I'm actually taking damage.
Whoa.
I cannot live when I take damage.
I know. I'm strong like that, dog.
You rolled
I got the
really
muscles.
good.
I got the muscles.
Next level, I'm just taking.
One.
Probably not gonna roll for it.
Oh, taking the base?
You
Oh
should
my
probably take
God.
the
Yeah,
base.
because I rolled all the
that
times.
was me. Trust me, that was me, man. You just want to
Take
take
the
the base
base.
sometimes.
I rolled every
The
time,
bass,
and I'm.
the rock, the mic, the treble.
I like my coffee black, just like my man.
Wow, that
This is a
was
great
me.
band, dude. You know, I never knew. Oh man, I like it more now.
I got the
What's the band?
It's called MSI, Mindless Self-Indulgence.
mindless freaking self.
Yeah, you like the song "Faggot"?
That's a song?
Yeah, that was the 90s, man. People got away with
Yeah.
everything.
Assholes.
Dude, their first album, if someone has it on CD, it's like $190.
I mean, they're just like, they say nigga.
Really
and they're
random.
white people.
But they're good.
God, I don't want to
I'm
talk
gonna
about
say,
this shit
I'm gonna
right
say
now.
they're good.
I'm
I'm gonna say they're good.
gonna say that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume that they.
But the
I'm
one,
gonna say that.
the one we were talking about is I forgot that name. The name of that one.
Are they all dead?
The Rock. Yeah,
Black
but
Coffee.
No, The Rock.
The Rock.
Yeah, they're all dead, buddy.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah, basically. So as you know, everything disperses and dies. I don't know if it's a roll or anything, but I'm gonna, since they went inside of the ground, I just want to check. I really don't even know how to say that. If they're like reforming in the ground or became seedlings or whatever. Yes. 15.
15. You're not too familiar with what these creatures are per se, but based on the fact that their roots have shrunken, it seems like all the water in them has dissipated. You can assume that's improbable.
Okay. All right. Okay. How big were these needles?
Pretty big. Enough to stab you and do lots of damage.
Okay.
That big,
Since-
like porcupines.
Since I basically look like a porcupine, am I able to actually reuse any of these?
You can always try.
All
For
right.
what purposes?
For what?
For what purposes? Yeah.
For what purposes? To
Mhm.
damage other people?
No.
All right.
Alrighty.
To crochet?
You can, maybe crochet out
To
there.
crochet the shit out of stuff.
Oh yeah. But these seem to have to be fired at a projectile speed that you do not have the capability of throwing.
That makes sense.
Yeah, you up for investigation?
Nature check.
Nature check.
22.
That's fine.
22. What are you investigating exactly?
Yeah.
Just want to see if the properties, what these things are made out of, and
They just seem like they were ordinarily bushes, plants
Are
that
they-
seem to be awakened by a higher being than them.
were they protecting anything?
Not too sure.
Okay. Well, there you go. Oh, come on. It ain't that serious.
Yeah. You got hit less.
Hand? Technically, I got hit a lot.
My ass. Oh, yeah.
This
you're
didn't do
fine.
anything to you.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys trek forward, you guys this, that, you guys the other.
Balls.
Move
I
forward.
got hit pretty good, so I guess we'll move forward.
Alrighty.
Keep tracking this thing.
Okay. Survival check.
Look at these clean boots. God, so clean.
Alright, you're doing the survival check, I do the perception
Yeah.
check.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, that's not gonna happen. That's 11.
Okay.
I got a 16.
So 16, okay.
Yep.
For survival. And
For
perception. Okay. Yeah. So she steers you in the right direction while you try to point out the direction and tell. It seems as though afterwards something started stopping over it
Oh, Jesus.
in the same direction.
Oh, Jesus.
So they kind of become muddled.
Uh-huh.
But
Makes
you
sense.
can still assume that, just based on her direction, that you're still headed in the right path.
This is a great song for this moment.
Yeah.
Swamp music.
Swamp music. Swamp music. Yeah.
I never knew they could make such great music.
music. Get your
Um,
swampy in here.
I'm going
looking at
to.
your swampy dairy. Yeah. Oh.
No, I'm sorry. Keep going.
No, that's it.
No, please stop.
What?
What were you
To
saying?
encourage his abilities.
Of?
Yeah, I'm already depressed, so it doesn't matter.
Since we've gathered that, I'm actually going to hold back so then I can hide. I'm guessing it's nighttime?
No, not at all.
Not at all. But it's swampy as fuck, so it's shrouded by at least some sort of shade. But there's a lot of trees and bushes.
Yeah. The ground just seems to be very soft and muddy.
Hmm.
14.
14?
That's with only my stealth modifier.
Okay.
No dex or anything.
So you guys stealthing, or you guys just...
I am, definitely. Trixie, I'm actually going to pull back since I have small holes everywhere in my body, and I'm better off hiding for now.
Okay. You can do that.
So, it's just me.
You do that.
Is everyone else stealthing, or are you guys just walking through?
Might be best with stealth, I guess. I'll attempt it. Well, that was not a roll. That was cocked as fuck.
Okay.
Not much better.
It doesn't fucking matter.
11.
11? Yeah. The spread of you aren't doing too well, but let's see, there's one. Okay. Overall, you guys feel as though you're stealthy enough, your approach is cautious enough. You see Stan just kind of
Bumbling across the world.
It's more like
Across
he just
the world.
notices everything every now and then, and he just starts fixating on it while he's walking, not really paying attention where he walks to.
Can I take the trees?
Say that one more time.
Can I take the trees, sire?
The trees over here seem to be sparse as far as branches go. They seem to be long, skinny trees with short tufts at the top.
Okay, never mind.
Since it's a swampy area, when you go further in, it becomes less frosty.
Alright. Thank
It
you.
has many trees, but many sparse trees.
Okay.
It's mostly due to the fertility of the ground. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, go ahead.
So you guys continue trekking forward.
I'll also use my my necklace to just even though the fucking shit out to make me blend in with the scenery.
What? What's going on?
I don't know.
Okay.
All right.
The DM's trying to figure out what you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just trying to blend in even more, so I'm just using my necklace to have like my clothing and my
You mean the
Colors.
The clothing that changes?
You.
Yeah, not your necklace. Your clothing does that itself.
Yeah.
Alright, because I'm like, necklace?
Right.
That's why I'm just like,
I have it like faceted like a necklace, but it does that.
His necklace.
Okay, that's why I'm like,
Oh, my beehole. Okay. Yeah. I forgot what it was
dude,
called.
a garment
Show?
of garment of changing.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just like, what?
Yep.
Okay, there you go. Now I get it.
Sorry. That's it. I guess we keep on trucking.
Alright, so you guys make your way through this swampy area,
And I'm watching the back.
and you're watching your ass. Definitely.
Yeah.
And as you go a bit further on, you see what seems to be a small encampment.
Oh boy.
Fire?
This is a encampment.
Fire?
It does not seem to be fire.
Which means we definitely have to snake around this bitch. Or just
so
go guns blazing.
From what you see, there are a couple of goblins
Yikes.
around here.
Those with the goblins.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, so what we should do is try to flank them, get the surprise attack. I can definitely dispatch probably. We don't know how many?
Never
Because.
sure. It's
Yeah.
goblins.
Because, okay.
Could be infinite, basically.
As soon as you get a sneak attack on one of them, then I will shoot a spell as well at another one of them.
Alright, so let's all try to flank and get a sneak attack, and then go from there. I suggest you, Stan, to charge in first, and then I will follow second.
Go ahead and start sneaking. Because he's just
Yeah.
rolling because he wants the game to keep moving.
I know, I'm sneaking. I just push
Tell
Stan.
him what you're doing.
Oh, that's what I'm doing. Stan goes first, and then I sneak second. So he attacks essentially first, and then I attack second, and then everybody else flanks.
Okay.
If they're being stealthy.
While this is happening, a couple of trees just I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I think, what is Dex? My heart, actually doesn't go to my balls when that happens. 22.
22. Okay.
17.
17. Okay. Everyone but Pimpin is pinned underneath a tree as he is just completely squashed by this large falling tree that just topples over him. It seems that they set it up so that they fall and hit the other one. The other one falls.
Okay, so alright, they're not real.
Boom, 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 boom,
Well,
boom.
they're real. But
And then they set the trees on fire while it's
Awesome.
hovering over Pimpin, and Pimpin's trying his best to push this giant tree off of him. He's stuck between a third tree, so 3 trees down basically, and one of them
I'll
has
get it
completely
off.
toppled over him.
Stan should get it off.
Okay, make a strength saving throw, and while that's happening, one of the trees inside a small burrow, bees come out.
17.
17?
Yes.
Okay. Say 20 to hit for the bees.
Wait, to me?
Mm-hmm. As you're helping Pimpin out,
Yeah,
there's a small little burrow inside of the trees
That's
where
fine, go
bees
ahead.
just start coming
They
through.
hit me.
You take 3 points of piercing damage
Sure.
as they just start continuously stinging you as a swarm. And the fire starts spreading from each branch, each tree to each tree. These trees seems to be dried out from the inside so that it has enough moisture to absorb the fire. And it's just steadily making its way through, while the goblins, they seem to be relaxed. While they're just like...
So, who did they notice?
You see from up top the trees, there are a few goblins with arrows pointed downwards, and they go and they attack Stan and Shielsuke. But they all fucking miss. Just straight into the ground.
Alright, so now obviously the trees are big enough.
Okay, so 1 hits, just dealing 5 points of damage to Stan as
Do I
it just
help? Do I?
sinks in. You're helping out Pimpin, right?
Yeah.
So you're.
Whoa.
You get it a bit off of him. He needs to. Yeah, he ends up crawling outwards. Yeah, that feels really good. My lower back needed that.
Get out.
And as you can see, and go for initiative.
So, yeah, so they notice everybody.
Well, they just had people up in the trees looking at us.
So these are big enough now for me to get on top of?
Roll for initiative.
Big enough. I mean,
Or
they're
thick
small.
enough. Yeah, they are
They're
small.
small. They're category size small, so they can climb it, and they have climb speed, so they can easily climb whatever the fuck they want.
17. What did you get?
1-3.
So you got 13. Okay.
Alrighty.
Better than the last one.
Yeah. So high rolls.
You got 17.
17,
13.
13. Okay.
Well, I guess this is a battle.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, my body hates me.
Hate is inevitable.
Take care of it.
Hate is inevitable? Is that what you said?
Yeah, dude.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Time to get real up in this bitch.
Wait, no,
These do pretty good, I'm not gonna lie.
That is dark.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh.
Like, you?
Yes. Exactly.
You talking about me? What? You know, what he said was dark. That's all I was saying.
That shirt looks really comfy.
I'm like wearing it on my knees.
Yeah, you did that
Because-
last time too.
I mean, it just feels. It
That's
just
what
feels comfortable.
that's what he does. Humans are weird, okay?
Yes, we are.
I didn't.
We're born that way. Baby, I was born that way.
Yeah, you only do it with that shirt though.
I mean, it's the one that does it.
It's a stretchy one, apparently. I don't know.
It's the one that does
It
it.
smells more tangerine than anything.
Look more tangerine.
Alright. I'm ready.
Alrighty. So, they go first.
Good for them.
Of course.
As the bees start to swarm outwards.
Look at these.
One swarm goes for you.
Who?
You.
You.
I'm
And
Okay.
that is a 20 to hit.
It's a shield.
Shield? Okay. As they just batter and smash into your shield. They
Get the
just
fuck
all
off of me.
flicker off. Basically, they fuck off. Fuck off.
So do they die because bees can only sting once?
So they go.
Hey man, I had
You know,
to try.
fantasy bees, these bees could live. But you know, you do have a good point.
18 to hit.
That's why he ignored it.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, so they see me?
Yeah.
I don't
'Cause I
know.
can only
Does
sting
an
once.
18 match an 18?
It's true.
These aren't like
These are magic bees. Shut up.
it's not that. It's just that they're small and they can see. everything.
Right,
They see the
yeah.
world bigger. So yeah. So 5 points of piercing damage.
Magic bees.
Magic bees.
Magic, magic bees.
Evil magic bees!
Evil magic.
Okay, so one hits baby boy, Mr. Pippin, and
Good
then the
for
other one
him.
hits Stan.
Damn, these bees are OP.
Alright.
No, these are big goblins.
Oh,
So,
fuckers.
I'm almost
Assholes.
dead.
Okay, and for you, you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
We just need a. We need a healer.
14.
Just for me.
14. You see what seems to be two rocks tied together by a string
Damn it.
that's just coming hurling towards you.
And gets me.
They entrap you right by your legs, and you you fall right down.
Whatever.
Oh, because it was their turn. Goblins.
Yeah.
Okay, thought it was a
And-
trap. I would have got sad.
No, they're just.
It's whatever.
And they go. Stupid elves! And one of them also
Dumbass.
misses. And you guys just see two other crossbows from other areas. And they just go
Other
while
areas.
sticking into one of the trees behind you guys. Then it is Ally's turn.
Great.
What is Pimpin doing?
Help me the fuck out, Pimpin. I just want him to help me out.
So he's using an action to untie you?
Yes.
Okay. He just and then what else does he do?
You would. Yeah, I don't know
I'd
any
say
of his
that's-
cantrips.
It wasn't too hard to do it, so I'd say it was a interact with object.
Oh, simple thing?
Yeah, he
Okay.
just used the knife dagger.
Oh, then I'll do the normal thing where he casts invisibility.
Okay.
And then he kind of just inches his way into the encampment without them seeing him.
Okay. He rolls for stealth advantage. I'll say it probably has a 2, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, 16. The passive perception is not high enough for that.
Okay, cool enough.
Alright, so yeah, he thinks he's pretty neat.
And that will be the end of his turn as he's trying to find a good spot inside the encampment.
Alright, Stan rages.
There you go.
Yeah.
He goes to chop down with the trees.
Oh shit.
Right.
God damn it.
Natural 20.
Great.
The goblin just smacks straight into the ground.
Bitch.
Yeah, it just, as soon as it hits, tumbling straight to the floor and just being crushed by the sheer weight of the tree, is just instantly just splattered all over the floor.
I guess that's a way to do it.
That's a
He goes to strike another tree.
hell yeah, do it.
If we ever need wood.
Natural 20.
Are you serious?
Natural 20.
God.
You got 2 natural 20s in a row, and the other one comes down, and the
Epic.
other guy just squishing him completely.
Why didn't he just jump?
I guess
He's-
that made it easy for me.
Basically, what it makes it look like it just.
Yep.
It just happened too fast. He didn't have any time to react.
Yep.
So
Just jump off of it, fucker.
he's at the top too. So it's like,
Ah!
all right.
They're dead.
His turn. Then you see Sasuke just attacks a swarm of bees because he's like, "Fuck those bees!" And fucking misses one of these JK.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah.
No, that's definitely not a roll. No, not a roll. But yeah, he just striking at the bees. They just you see little bee guts going around, just spilling everywhere, and he decimated a good few of them. And your turn. That is it for their turn. As Stan makes his way towards another one, and since Sasuke moves forward, just more into the fray.
Okay.
And then it was your turn, Trixie? Or was it? Who was high?
Hers.
It was
I was
you.
13.
Okay, yeah, so it's your turn.
Don't know. I guess I would like fire into the encampment with a chromatic orb.
Okay, so you just blast a random cobalt? I mean, goblin?
Yep. In
Okay.
the encampment though.
Okay.
Hey man.
Almost a natural 20.
So,
Better not happen.
Does a 15 hit?
15 hits, yeah.
Okay, good enough.
Roll that damage.
Let's see. Oh yeah, the chromatic orb does kill. 1d10. 1d10. Wakey wakey, eggs and bakey. Hiya!
Egg and bacon, yeah.
8 damage.
8 damage.
And
Pulverize that bitch.
And it's lightning.
As it strikes straight into his chest, it just. And he's just like fried, frozen in place, petrified, and his body just completely stops moving.
Okay, we're keeping one of these fuckers alive.
Looks him pretty dead.
You hear me, Maxie?
Yep, I hear you.
Okay. Which one? How many are left?
Well, it seems to be 3.
3.
Aside from the one that's up at the top.
So can I see the one up at the top?
You just see one.
I'm gonna fire a firebolt at one of them.
Okay.
The whole time, like, in the back of my brain, I'm like, we can set this fucking forest on fire.
No, we should not.
We should not. But it seems like, with all the fire stuffs going on,
They're trying to. Potentially, we don't know that.
so I haven't used any fire stuff yet.
Well, it's okay because I missed.
Whoop! All that negative
Alright.
juju I was talking.
Yeah, you really were.
Yeah, dude, what's wrong with you?
I'm
threw that
sorry,
right
that's-
into my-
Only you can prevent forest fire.
Yeah, it just strikes outwards and he goes, ah! He hides straight behind with the tree and, oh, you missed me! Now you gotta fuck me! That's what he says. And, yeah.
That's what he. These are Prince Goblins. Your turn.
Oh,
Whoever's. I mean, that's the end of my turn. So
Yep.
your turn.
alright, so who's closest to me? Enemy ones.
No one. There's one up in the tree. That's pretty much it.
Alright, so then I
So we
will.
have disadvantage?
Because he's up in the tree?
Oh, yeah. Unless you're using the throwing dagger. The one that the only throwing dagger you got. The black steel one.
Yeah, the one that's actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one I would be using.
So, yeah,
Since he's so far.
So it has the 30-foot range, so that's good enough. Go ahead and just roll straight roll.
Straight roll.
Straight roll.
Straight roll?
Yeah. Roll, man.
No modifiers?
Yes, you add modifiers.
Oh, thanks.
Always.
Woo! When I hear straight, I hear no modifiers. Okay, so that would be 18.
18 hits. Oh, yeah.
Would that be
Not sneak attack.
because
Not sneak attack.
Not. I am not sneaking.
that 10.
10 points of damage? Yeah.
Since I didn't dagger.
Yeah, as you hurl it just straight up into the tree, just hits him right in his tiny little head and just drops straight to the ground. Just lands on top of the knife. The knife sticks out the back of his head and seems to be motionless.
That'll do. So then, with who can I see any of the other goblins for my second?
Definitely. Through the fire, you see a couple of. You can see around 2 more.
Okay, would this one have sneak attack?
No.
Damn it.
They know you're there.
They
Alright.
have to be engaged.
Do you want me to? Yeah. I mean, I thought since I was hiding.
No.
Just do a dagger at a goblin.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, you want me to roll for that one too, or do I just carry it over? For dagger.
They're at disadvantage, so roll.
Because they're far, so even the black dagger wouldn't work.
It's in something's head currently, so
No, I have 3.
Just roll.
Roll.
Okay,
Roll.
I'm sorry. All right, I'm
Still
just.
not close enough.
He told you to roll.
That's
Not close enough.
That's a 20.
It's 20.
Because I got a 1,
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
so twice.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I don't
Yeah.
think it
Technically,
matters.
you would count the
One.
natural 1 as a 20. So.
You technically got a 20.
Yeah, I got a 20.
Don't even roll again. You got a 20.
I got.
You got lucky that the rules kind of
Yeah.
like work in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So disadvantage
Okay.
could actually look good for you.
Yeah. You never
That's
know.
good for me. Thank God.
The
Okay.
reverse build.
I'm glad we went
Pretty
over
much.
that.
The 1-1s.
It's pretty much what that
Give me
is.
ones,
No.
please.
Damage. So,
But yeah.
What does it hit? The closest, whatever.
Roll for damage. Roll that 1d4.
Give me another 4. That's close enough. No.
And you do not add dex. Yeah,
No dex.
You don't add your dex to this.
Okay.
You don't add your proficiency? I don't know.
You don't add your proficiency, you
Yeah.
always add your dex.
Yeah, okay. So what is it, the total damage?
You always add your dex, not your
7.
proficiency.
7? Alright, you through the fire, it just passes straight through it, just makes way for this thing's head and just impales it straight.
On
As-
fire.
Just peels backwards and dies.
Woo! On fire. Thanks. That's all I wanted.
Sure, the fucking blade is heated and just burns his skull, sizzling his brain. And he's dead.
Okay.
As fuck. So, are you moving?
Yeah, I'll move forward.
Okay.
But not too forward.
It is the enemy's turn as they now. It seems to be one of them. They go over to one of the trees, and they seem to do a series of weird pulls or something of the sort. You're not really too sure what they're doing, but the ground below you starts to give way a little bit as the trees just kind of snap inwards and the ground sinks.
So there's 1 left?
Make a dexterity saving throw.
You said 3 before.
Do not kill that one.
Me.
Say out
obviously.
loud. Do not kill that one.
You need to make a dexterity saving throw. to
Sure.
see
I
you-
so past that.
21.
21? Yeah, you're good.
23.
23? Okay. As the floor starts to rumble and the ground starts to give way, it seems that area was meant for collapsing.
Trapping people.
As the whole, at least
Killing
a 20 by 20 area, is just completely sunken inwards.
What the What the fuck? Why are you doing
And
that?
then
I'm jumping out of the way.
And they just go for an arrow on you.
Damn. I may die.
Missed. Woo! Completely. And afterwards, he kind of just runs off. He darts into another area.
Okay.
And that is the end of their turn.
Alright.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, I'd definitely go after him.
He's the only one left.
Yeah, he's the only one
I'll
left.
just tackle him and knock him out.
Who's the fastest?
So you guys chase?
Is he running away?
Yeah, he's running away.
Alright, expeditious retreat, and then I'm gonna go knock him out.
Okay.
Alright.
You cast your expeditious retreat, and as you start to head off into the forest, this shit seems weird. The direction he's leading you into, it's marked with a series of different markings on the trees. But as you're running too fast
shit.
ahead, you're not too sure what each of them say
Right.
or what they're for. But he seems to be either marking his path or these were already marked before.
Okay.
You seem to have sighted him completely.
Huh.
You feel a whole bunch of eyes on you.
Alright, well then I'll go back.
Not so fast, Missy.
Whatever.
You chased me. Now you gotta play our game.
Whatever.
You're just leaving, or
I'm just leaving.
okay? As you start to run back, are you paying attention to the markings on the trees? Or
Yes.
like a perception check.
That is a 17.
17.
Yes.
You start to follow back to the path that you were led to before. Doesn't seem to get you back to where you were originally. It seems you might have taken a wrong turn or something, but you went in the straight path and you're sure that you did.
Okay.
But as you go forward, you almost see or feel some type of reflection, like a reflective surface. You feel as if there was a series of mirrors laid throughout, just giving your intelligence that probably led you astray and thought you were going in the right direction.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so the rest of the group, you guys, I'm assuming you guys are all heading towards there?
I actually went to the camp. Going to the
You
camp.
went inside the camp?
Yep.
Okay.
Going to the camp.
What are you doing?
I'm going to see if I can loot anything, and
there's
then
a couple of tents and such.
I'm gonna look for information too.
Okay. Alright, so you head inside one of the tents. As you walk inside and you just kind of peer around. Not much here. There seems to be a place for them to sleep and cot. And it also seems to just be, what seems to be a small chest as well. Probably what they hoard their shit in.
Alright, I'm gonna check for traps and stuff, but then I'm gonna...
Okay, roll for investigation.
Yes. 12.
12. Seems fine.
Alright, open it.
Alright, make a constitution saving throw.
Oh. I'm gonna die.
I'm so sorry, I'm exhausted.
I'm gonna die. Yeah, we're gonna end after this little...
I don't know about that.
Which one? Oh, okay. I don't make it. I know I don't make it. It was a 3.
Okay. You take 11 points of poison damage and
No.
considered poison. Okay. So you pass out. As you start to Blood just starts leaking from your mouth and pass out, laid out onto the floor. You are considered poisoned and unconscious.
And that's a good place to end. Because
Are you leaving?
it's time yet.
Okay.
You gotta leave? Okie dokie then.
Alright.
We end on him passing out. Okay. Do the intro, outro, whatever.
It's a good place. Thank you guys for watching today's episode of AC Too High.
Where you can't touch us.
At all.
Please don't do it. That's Whoa.
Wash your hands.
Literally, if you didn't wash your hands during this video, you should now. Or listen to the rest of this and then wash your hands. That's probably the best bet.
Yeah, or if you're
Don't
on your
forget
phone,
to
take it with you.
Like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Please, that'll help us out immensely. And if you are listening to our podcast, go ahead and write a raving review telling us how awesome we did or how bad we did, and then we can correct it via your reviews. That'd be awesome. That'd be so awesome. We love you guys for all the support that you guys have showed us on our podcast. It's amazing. So many subscribers, and Instagram, you guys are just all over there spreading that love. But we also need you guys as well to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are a part of our Instagram following as well. That would be lovely.
With our Instagram, we are almost at 100 subs. That's definitely YouTube. Followers. We just need about 20 more, and then I'll do the giveaway for the first 100. After that, you're going to have to just be entered in another giveaway for that one. It's a surprise, so I can't tell you. But we're almost there. So thank you for that support there. I also want to say thank you to my friends for creating this little campaign with, me and having this thing going. If you guys kind of feel like you suck at talking in the real life, D&D will definitely help with those kind of character builds, and a good little help with becoming just an overall better person. It allows you to grow as a party member and work with the world.
It only takes 700 sessions, and you too can be a level 1 person.